Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikkei video. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the revenue chart for June 2023. Now, I'm actually going to open up Sensor Tower because last time I checked this, which was like a couple days ago, the numbers were different, right? I'm going to actually open up Dokkan Battle because don't worry, but you guys figure out later. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at the revenue chart here. You can see there's quite a lot more reds than green, I want to say. So I guess last month was just a peak month for most games, but let's take a look at this. Obviously, main focus is Nikkei, since this is a Nikkei based channel. But obviously, you know, we find entertaining bashing other games or hyping up other games as well, right? Maybe there's another game you guys want to try. Yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe and like, and let's take a look. So at the top, not surprising, we have Honkai Star Rail. Now they dropped by basically 30 million. But I do want to say Honkai Star Rail most likely is is Hoyo versus new biggest game, right? I don't think it made like Genshin bad or anything like that, but I think Honkai is just gonna continue to just make more money than Genshin. Right, especially since Honkai Star Rail has new players and then Genshin players, and then Honkai Star Rail kind of respects your time more than Genshin, right? When I'm playing Genshin, I have to fully be like interactive with the game. I have to move all this to I have to fully be in focus with the game, right? But with Honkai Star Rail, because it's a turn-based game, kind of like a turn-based Genshin, for people who at work or anything like that, it makes it a lot easier for you to play a game like that than Genshin, right? Like it's easier for me to just auto chaos memories in Honkai Star Rail than doing the Spiral Abyss, right? I mean, that's how I see it at least. So Honkai making that much, 54 million is not like surprising. I think Hoyoverse will always make the most, but Nikkei, if we don't count Hoyoverse games, which have PC, mobile, and thing, Nikkei ended up making the most for just a mobile game. I mean, it's a PC game right now. Now, it says they made $23 million from $32 million in June. But, I don't know, Sensor Tower, when I looked like 2 days ago, they did. So they updated. I guess what I was looking at before was not updated. But it was 35 million when I looked at it before. I guess they updated to now being 23 million, which isn't surprising, right? The month of June had the worst banners to date, right? Literally 2 characters that came out in the month of June, 2 out of 3 of the characters that came out in the month of June were the worst released characters they have dropped, right? Rosanna, as you can see, D tier everywhere, and A in PvP when her whole kit is meant to be like a god in PvP, which isn't crazy. And then Neon is just average everywhere she goes as well, right? Not really performing anything like that. So you could kind of see that only Mary was really good, and then the skins they had were Emma's skin and Sakura's skin, right? Because Frima's skin just dropped, I think, today or yesterday, so I don't think there was enough time for that. But yeah, obviously them making that much isn't that surprising, honestly, just because the banners were horrible this month. But it's still a lot, right? Even with the worst characters that they ever released in Nikkei, we still made $23 million. Nikkei is quite insane. FGO, I believe they're having their anniversary, at least on the global side, this month, or it started last month, or it's starting this month. It's one of the two. Let me see. When did FGO Global come out? It came out April. Okay. When did Fate? Okay, I can't type. Fate Grand Order. I can't type to save my life. Order. So it came out August 13th. Oh, on my birthday? The game. It's whatever, bro. Who cares? They made 21 million, bro. They made 21 million. Uma Museum made 21 million as well. Why is this? Oh, that was JP. Global made 8 million. I was about to say that because Global had their anniversary. So Global went from 1.7 million last month to 8 million. JP went from 30 million to 21 million. All right, so you can see a lot of these games kind of just went down in their numbers, right? Project Sekai went from 9 million to 8 million, so they're staying in that range. Summoner's War went from 10 million to 8 million. I don't know all these other games excuses, right? Nikke has a pretty good one, I think, right? But all these other games, I'm not sure, right? Evans Burn Red, I don't remember this game, but the JP version had 11 million last month, 7 million this month, right? Let's just skip some of these games and go to these games that might be shutting down. Now, Grim Light, I don't even know how y'all are still trying to perform. They must have gotten EOS by now, because 12,000 last month, and then 10,000 this month for a, like, you hear 12,000, 10,000 a month, you think it's great, but for a company, that's horrendous. That money's getting split around, and that money also has to go back into production for the game. So they're damn near making no money, right? Whoever the owner is of Grim Light, just take that 10K, pocket it, and run away, bro, at that point, because you're not making nothing. That game is gonna shut down in 2 weeks. Something, that game is going to see something. It has to, right? There's just no way. And when it comes to gacha games, these free-to-play gacha games, they have to make money. They make money to make the game, or they spend money to make the game. So when they put it out for free, don't think you're playing a game for free and then that they're just, all these updates are for free. All the updates, it takes money, right? They take money and they put it in, it's called an investment, right? They invest into something, put it out for free, and make money back, right? What, do you guys think Honkai Star Rail was made with a $0 budget? No, right? So all these gacha games have to make money back. And Grimlight is not making no money, no sir. TAC OP, I think this is a new game. I think that's how you say it, TAC OP. I think this is a new game. 45,000. I think it just came out like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, or something like that. I think it's a brand new, so I'm not gonna really jump them for all that, right? Cause yeah, it doesn't even have a May number. Like, I think it came out, no, it doesn't. Of course, it wouldn't have a May. It would have a June. Yeah, I don't know when this game came. I think it's new, but I don't know. Keegan, that game dropped heaven. That game was so hyped. It was advertised everywhere and all that stuff. 130K to 80K. What happened? Outer Planes. That's a game that I play actually. 400K to 1.2 million. Pretty good. Tower Fantasy, yikes, yo, Tower Fantasy is not doing good. Counterside, again with the 400K, Punishing Grey Raven, 500K on mobile alone. Remember, Chad, this is all on mobile as well, right? So games like Honkai, Genshin, Nikke, they also make more money, right, from the PC port. This doesn't include how much people are spending on the computer, right? So they make a lot more. Nikke probably made 30 million, if not like 40 million this month, right? Genshin probably made 40, 50 million. Honkai made like 80 million most likely, right? Again, most people play on the PC, right? So, I mean, I want to say most people play on PC. Nah, I don't know. I don't want to say that. But people spend on PC, right? So, there's that. But all these games are kind of the same, right? Like Girls Frontier or Frontline, 90,000, 90,000, 170,000 to 90,000. Right, a lot of these games are like, oh my god, these games down here have to Hegan. And I'm really disappointed because that game was hyped up ever, like insane. Grim Light, whatever that game is, stop spending. Right, whoever, yeah, that game needs to go. Brown Dust 2, a brand new game, hyped up everyone. I think I've seen too many people doing content on this game. And this is a game that I like, someone like in my category of gacha gaming should be doing videos on as well. Right, I think that Nikke players would play a game like this, and it seems like they are. And it made 2 million, and this is a brand new game too. I think it's been out for like 2 weeks or a week now. So 2 million in only 2 weeks is not bad for a brand new gacha game. That one is your own IP, right? When it comes to your own IP, I feel like it's harder to make money because nobody knows what your IP is. If that, like, does that make sense? For example, I feel like a new Dragon Ball gacha game is going to obviously make more money than a new Brown Dust 2 game, right? Because Dragon Ball has the Dragon Ball IP behind it, while Brown Dust 2 is their own IP, right? I think that's how it honestly works. So there's that. Epic 7 made 4 million last month, 3 million this month. Epic 7, I don't know what people are still spending on that game. I hear endgame is just gear farming and it's horrendous as well, so there's that as well. A game I want to check though, Black Clover Mobile, because I think they've had their a month now, right? So let me take a look. Do they? Let me find out how much they made. Alrighty, so Black Clover JP ended up making 3.6 million, which is not bad. And then I think Black Clover Mobile KR, which is this one, ended up making. This is a game that I'm curious about. All right, but then this game ended up making on just iOS 100K. Well, 1,000K. A million? Yeah, that's a million. So they made 4.6 million in total, which isn't bad, right? Black Clover Mobile. And I think that's pretty good actually for that type of game, right? But yeah, obviously this is mainly about Nikke for me. Nikke's still making quite good numbers, right? Especially with bad month. I was expecting them to make less than 20 million this month, honestly. Especially with these banners, but they made more than 23 million on just mobile alone. And PC has cheaper packs, right? So I'm assuming most people would want to spend on a cheaper version, which is PC, than mobile, right? Which is just more expensive, right? So especially since if you use the online store, you can actually use a VPN, right? If you're just buying like gems. So I don't know, but yeah, this is the chart, right? Let me just give you guys a second to pause it and take a look if you want to see some games I didn't mention. And then boom, right? So go ahead, take a look at these, screenshot, pause, whatever you want to do. And yeah, it's your boy Zxous. Nikke, keep doing what you're doing, and I'll see you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.